don't know how, if I want it 2.5. So grid drawing is a technique where you use a grid to make sure that the proportions of whatever you're drawing or creating are more accurate to whatever reference you're using. So basically, if you have a picture, you put a grid over the picture and you make a grid that you can draw in to make sure each square matches up with the square in the picture. It's a little hard to explain, but basically you're just making, it's kind of like a paint by number. You're making sure this square matches this square for more accuracy in whatever you're drawing. I got into grid drawing because in my middle school art class we learned to do it and we used it for realism, and I learned that it really helped me a lot with my art and just how to proportion things compared to other things, because that's something a lot of young artists will struggle with. And I've been using it ever since because I just feel like it makes it a lot easier, and I've learned to rely less on the grid and more on my own hand as I went along, but I still feel like it's a very useful technique for anybody who wants to make good art and maybe just is starting out. So at this point, I've drawn my line art in pencil and then went over it in a pen, and now I'm going to erase all the grid lines behind so I can get a clean slate for when I'm coloring. So this is my finished product. As you can see, it's not perfect, and I did take a few creative liberties, but that's part of the fun of it. You get to just create something of your own. Even if it is, gridded and you're trying to replicate a photo, you get, something a little different every time. Okay. So I choose the characters and the things that I do to draw because I have a lot of interest in whatever they come from, the media that they're from. I also like ones that are visually interesting, like interesting colors, things that'll really pop because I put them up on my wall. So I like just looking over and seeing all the colorful designs of everything and things that I enjoy, really.